You may or may not remember that around this time last year, a few months earlier, I made my friend Emily's engagement ring. Well, now the wedding is quickly approaching, and I'm going to be making her fiance Nick's wedding ring. So on my handy dandy spinny thing of all of the things I have to do, I've got a little Ziploc here that has our materials in it. Nick's wedding band is going to be gold half round band with twisted gold wire on each side. So I've got here the little gold wire. Hard to see because my face is in the way. And I've got some super thin gold wire to twist and add on the sides as embellishment. And then I've got my gold paste solder, and this stuff is great. It is flux and solder ground into one paste, and so it's great for little fine things. And follow along as I make his wedding band. Hi, I'm back. First thing I gotta do is attach my handy dandy bench vise. Just got a clamp here. Oops, wrong way. There we go. Now I'm going to open my 14 karat yellow gold wire. And this is 24 gauge, so it's pretty thin. There it is. Nice and thin and already pretty soft. So now I'm going to take the ends. I'm going to put them in my vise. I have my handy dandy vice grips, and I am just going to grip them right here on the top. Clamp them down real good. Okay, now I'm going to lean back with my weight, which is considerable, and just start spinning. You can do this with a drill, but I want the control. Since this is gold and it is so thin, I don't want to run the risk of accidentally losing control of it. So I'll put in the time. For you, Nikki. For you, I'll put in the time. How this looks in comparison to the thickness of our little wire here. I'll twist a little more. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Stina, that half round seems pretty skinny and little. Well, Nick is skinny and little. So once I get this wire on either side, I didn't want it to overwhelm his fingers because he wears a size 9, which for men is relatively small. So I didn't want to make him a honking thick, big band that would overwhelm his finger. Alright, I think I like the way that looks. Let me show you up close. There you go. Now you can see it. I have my twisted wire. Now comes one of my favorite parts. Because this is twisted so tightly, it is going to function like a capillary, and I can place a little bit of solder on the end, and it's going to suck it up, all the way up it, because it's just such a tight space, and the pressure of liquid forces it up in there. You can actually do this and like cut it off right here and use it to suck up extra solder that you've gotten on your piece that you don't like. Pretty cool. All right, time to open our half round wire. Now, I looked at my size chart, and even though this says 14 gauge, based on the measurement, I really think it's more like 18 gauge. So, I'm going to measure what it should be, and then we'll put it around the ring mandrel just to make sure that that's right. So, it should be like 62.5. So, let me find my mandrel. Here it is. We're going for a size 9. Usually I don't do this step, but I don't want to have to go back and redo it. So, yeah, it looks right. Looks like my measurements were right and Rio Grande's measurements were wrong. Take note, it says 14 gauge, but it's not. Now, that's our piece of metal. I just need to flatten it back out. Pretty sure my wife stole my hammer. So I'll just do it right here. Let's get this back so you can see. I've got this double-ended jewelry hammer. It's really cool because the ends screw off like this. So you can replace the ends with whatever you want. This side's rubbery, so it won't mar my metal. I have a steel block, but I don't think I'm gonna need that much force. So I just do it on my bench. Take this, and I'm going to measure and flatten and solder, get these ready to solder on the sides. And I give myself a little extra so that if I need a little wiggle room, I have it. I mean, I made enough, so it's not a big deal. And like I said, any gold that's left over can always be melted down. And so they will solder just like that. And so from the top, it will look like this. Let's go. Back off, Roxanne. Okay, so this is where we are. I've got the twisted wire on each side of the gold band. Now I'm ready to just clip off the excess, form it into a ring, and solder it, at which point I will close it. There's still a couple of gaps in here that were not readily apparent outside, so I'll fill those in too. Also, for the record, I'm this far into a chill neck drink. Still going strong. All right, time to solder. Okay, I've got it all nice and sanded and shiny. I don't know if you can see, kind of, you can see. So normally at this point, I would use my flex shaft and I would buff it by hand, but I got a new toy for my birthday. It's called a tumbler, and I've not been able to use it yet, so I'm gonna tumble it just so I can see. And then if I want it even shinier, then I'll hand buff it. So this is the tumbler down here in the shelf. This is the barrel. And this is the rotation thingy. I gotta figure out where I put the shot. I'll be right back. So this is the steel shot. It's supposed to be stainless, but it came from China, so we'll see. The way this works is this opens up, and that's right. Oh yeah. This slides out. Sorry, like I said, haven't used this yet. And then this comes off. The shot. Oh, it's a bag within a bag. Okay. There we go. The shot goes in there. Which I probably need more. But, so there's the shot. Let me show you. You see how it's all different shapes and sizes to get into the nooks and crannies. And then I need to fill it with water. And a literal drop of dish soap. Now, ring goes in, lid goes on. Oh, goes on this one. Goes there. Then that puts pressure on it, so it's not supposed to leak. Let's see. Okay, that looks promising. That is so fast. Okay, it was going for about 20 minutes. So, time to see. I see our ring right there. Let me dry it off. High tech, I know. Ooh, look how shiny it is. Wow. I feel like it could get shinier though, so putting it back in. Just for fun. That's level 1. That's level 2. This is level 3. There's 5 levels. This is level 4. And this is level 5. It's done. As you can see, it's much more full of bubbles this time. So let's see what we got. Let me turn on my brighter lights. There we go. Okay. Let's see if we can, there it is. Let me dry it off. Ooh, that's nice and